Thank you for joining today's lecture on investigating money laundering, techniques and case studies. Today, we'll explore various techniques and case studies to enhance our understanding of money laundering and how to combat it effectively. Money laundering is the process by which criminals disguise the original ownership and control of the proceeds of criminal conduct by making such proceeds appear to be derived from a legitimate source. Investigating money laundering typically involves detecting suspicious activities, conducting thorough investigations, collecting evidence, and collaborating with other agencies to prosecute offenders. The process is methodical and requires a deep understanding of financial systems. One of the core techniques is financial analysis, where we scrutinize financial records and transactions to trace illicit funds. This involves looking for anomalies and patterns that suggest money laundering activities. Undercover operations are crucial for infiltrating money laundering networks. This can involve agents posing as criminals to gather evidence from the inside. Surveillance, both physical and electronic, is used to monitor suspects and their activities. This can include wiretaps, video surveillance, and tracking communications to gather critical information. Key legislation includes the Bank Secrecy Act, which requires financial institutions to assist government agencies in detecting and preventing money laundering, and the USA Patriot Act, which expands the scope of anti-money laundering measures. Internationally, we have laws like the Anti-Money Laundering Directive in the EU. Organizations such as the Financial Crimes Enforcement Network, FinCEN, in the U.S. and the Financial Action Task Force, FATF, play pivotal roles in setting standards and ensuring compliance with anti-money laundering regulations. Modern investigations heavily rely on data analysis tools. These tools can process vast amounts of data to identify suspicious transactions that might be missed manually. Examples include AI-driven analytics platforms. Technology aids in tracking transactions by providing detailed insights into financial flows. Blockchain analysis, for example, can help trace cryptocurrency transactions that are often used in money laundering. Let's look at a successful case. The HSBC case, where the bank was fined for its involvement in laundering money for drug cartels. The investigation revealed that HSBC had failed to monitor over $670 billion in wire transfers and over $9.4 billion in purchases of physical dollars from its Mexican operations. Another case is the Danske Bank scandal, where over 200 billion euro of suspicious transactions were processed through its Estonian branch. This case highlighted the importance of stringent internal controls and regulatory oversight. One major challenge is the complexity of financial networks. Money launderers use sophisticated techniques to layer transactions and obscure the origins of their funds, making it difficult to trace the money back to its source. Money launderers constantly evolve their methods to evade detection. This includes using new technologies, such as cryptocurrencies, and exploiting legal loopholes. Businesses can implement internal controls such as robust KYC, know your customer, procedures to verify the identity of their clients, and monitor their transactions for suspicious activities. Compliance strategies include regular audits, employee training programs on anti-money laundering laws, and establishing a compliance department dedicated to overseeing and implementing AML policies. Investigators must maintain the highest level of integrity to ensure the credibility of their findings. This includes being impartial, honest, and adhering to legal and ethical standards. It's crucial to handle sensitive information with care. Investigators must follow strict protocols to protect the confidentiality of the data they collect and use. Money laundering is often a cross-border crime, making international cooperation essential. Collaboration allows for the sharing of information and resources, which is vital for tracking and prosecuting offenders. Organizations like Interpol, Europol, and the United Nations Office on Drugs and Crime, UNODC, facilitate international cooperation by providing frameworks and support for member countries. To summarize, we've covered the fundamentals of money laundering investigations, key techniques, legal frameworks, the use of technology, and challenges faced in this field. We've also discussed preventive measures and the importance of ethical considerations. Looking ahead, we expect to see increased use of AI and machine learning in detecting money laundering, greater emphasis on cryptocurrency regulation, and more robust international collaboration to combat this global issue.